Season 2 of Reacher is nearing its thrilling conclusion, and it's been a ride full of twists and turns. From trying to figure out who's really pulling the strings to questioning whether the members of the 110th unit are alive or dead, the stakes have never been higher. With just one episode left, I'm here to break down my theories and predictions for what's coming next, and I've got an exclusive image from the finale to share. Let's dive into the mysteries of Reacher Season 2, Episode 8. Reacher's Plan, the Final Showdown. In Episode 7, we saw Reacher walk straight into the heart of New Age Technology's lair, only to be taken hostage. From a leaked image, it's clear that Reacher will be taking a beating, his face shows some cuts, and he's most likely trapped in the facility. But, as always with Reacher, this seems like part of a larger plan. Reacher, Langston, and the mysterious AM are all set to collide in the facility, with all suspects under one roof. While we haven't been told exactly what Reacher's plan is, we do know he reached out to Senator Lavoie for a security team composed of former Navy SEALs and elite forces. But there's more to this plan, and I believe it involves a key player, Finley. With Russo gone and few trustworthy people around, Reacher might call on Finley to bring down New Age technology and be the authoritative law presence in the final showdown. I predict Reacher will free himself, maybe using the pin he stashed, and take down Langston's henchmen before exacting revenge on Langston himself for the murders of the 110th unit members. It's likely Finley will step in to assist, perhaps after Reacher has already handled most of the dirty work. Is Swan dead, or a double agent? One of the biggest mysteries of this season is Swan's fate. In the last episode, he wasn't mentioned at all, which raises suspicions. We saw Dixon and O'Donnell held hostage, but there was no trace of Swan. This could mean two things. Either Swan is dead, or we've been misled all along, and Swan is actually in on Langston's plan. I'm leaning toward the latter. Swan might have turned on his former comrades, working with Langston out of resentment after the 110th unit disbanded. The fact that his dog was killed could have been a ruse to make Reacher and the others think he was a victim. If Swan is indeed part of the plot, it would tie in perfectly with this season's recurring theme of corruption. Langston's quick disposal of other characters like Francis, Orozco, and Sanchez, and his taunting of Reacher, makes it seem odd that Swan hasn't been mentioned. I think Swan could be the key link between Langston and the 110th unit, having provided inside information. If so, Reacher will be forced to confront and possibly kill a former friend. What will happen to AM? AM has been the shadowy figure of this season, a villain who's mostly stayed in the background. While Langston is the mastermind behind the missile project and the murders, AM has been on his own quest to sell military-grade tech to the highest bidder. Yet, we've barely seen him engage with the main characters, making his inclusion feel a bit underwhelming. I see two possible outcomes for AM in the finale. 1. Reacher could take him down in a brutal showdown, with both of them being highly trained killers on opposite sides of the law. This would be a climactic fight, but predictable. The second, and more intriguing, possibility is that AM will survive and return as the main villain in Season 3. With Season 3 already greenlit, this could be the perfect setup for a two-season arc, where AM becomes an elusive fugitive Reacher must track down. This would allow the show to further explore AM's character and his complex relationship with Reacher as a dark mirror of the hero. Will any more members of the 110th unit die? If Swan is revealed as a traitor, it's almost certain that Reacher will kill him. The poetic justice of Reacher taking the life of someone he once saved would be powerful and in line with the show's themes of betrayal and vengeance. But I also suspect that O'Donnell may meet a tragic end. There's been a lot of focus on his personal transformation, from a carefree bachelor to a family man. Dixon's comment that O'Donnell had more to lose feels like foreshadowing of his death. His demise would symbolize the end of his journey, and add to Reacher's growing sense of isolation and responsibility. What's next for Reacher? After all the death and destruction, I predict Reacher will once again find himself alone. His emotional detachment has been a running theme, and losing more comrades in the finale will likely push him to distance himself further from personal connections. Unless, of course, AM escapes, setting up a thrilling manhunt for Season 3. With just 1 week left until the finale, the excitement is building. There are so many possibilities for how this season could end, and I can't wait to see where the story goes. How do you think Season 2 will end? Leave your theories in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more Reacher breakdowns. If you want to catch up on my previous Reacher videos, click on the card in the top corner or head to my channel. And if you're curious about my thoughts on the latest movies that didn't get their own videos, check out my Letterboxd profile for real-time ratings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.